At Backside Attack.
At Sabe.
Do we have an echo?
I don't.
Feels like echoey. No echo.
No.
Oh, God.
No.
Jeez. Hey, so what we are going to do real quick, maybe we'll do it after this. We'll do the end.
Sure?
Yeah, so I want to do the intro.
Okay.
For the next episode.
Okay.
Which is actually the episode before this, but it's already streamed before this.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to engineer it.
All right.
I'm going to rework it.
All right.
At Backside Attack.
At Sabe.
We did that already, right?
Well, we did. Well,
God, jeez,
just,
I'm so
people know.
all over the place today. Hey, first episode back on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
That was a good stare. That's a good stare. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say a thing about.
Just fucking sing it, man.
Sing it from the.
Sing it from the heart.
Fucking heart.
Yeah.
It was Lois Lane got killed a lot in a Walmart comic.
She's dead?
Nah, she's not dead. She just got fucking killed a whole lot. Not for now. She died because so Walmart does these comics, these like giant size specials.
Oh yeah.
They pump out there for DC, right? And the comic that went to DC just had Lois Lane dying a lot. Like for some reason, and this is the one to
like just like dying in succession, like just
yeah,
like you're dead, then you're fucking dead, then
yeah. Well, Superman is flying around and he's doing his thing. I'm Superman, and he's out in deep space, and he keeps having these like thoughts of what happens when I'm not home, like what happens when I'm not back on Earth. I think that was along the lines of what it was. And in that run of him like fantasizing about what Earth is doing while he's not there to save it, he keeps thinking about like Lex is gonna kill Lois. And he keeps visualizing in his head these really graphic deaths for Lois Lane. And they were like graphic.
Oh, okay, I see, yeah.
And this comic was meant to be like a, hey kids, do you like comic books? Because your dad liked comic books. Do you like comic books? Read these comic books. Yeah. Hey, 10-year-old. And his parents bought these Superman comics for their kids. And in it are like graphic deaths of Lois Lane. Well, and I mean, eyes open, blood in her face, Luthor point blank gun to the head.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so family friendly.
That's good. You know what? I approve of that.
Do you approve of that?
I totally do.
I think comics are not what they used to be, or kids are what they used to be.
Exactly. That's why I approve of it.
You approve of random acts of violence.
Yeah, exactly. Because like
towards Lois Lane.
Because how many? Consider it. Well, think about this. A lot of parents these days would not let their kids watch the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show.
Oh, I think that that to them now. I think parents today, the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show is what Ren and Stimpy was for us. Yeah. Which is weird.
It's really weird. Yeah.
Because our parents thought Bugs Bunny was cool.
Yeah. I can watch that with my parents because my parents loved it. Yeah. And but now they're like, oh, something about because if Daffy Duck gets shot in the face and his beak gets twisted behind to the back of his head. Yeah. They're like, that's
like some sort of violence.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's just.
That's some crazy shit.
That's some crazy shit. Like when Elmer Fudd shoots Daffy right in the face and stuff like that.
When he's got I think okay. Yeah. Now to play devil's advocate for a little bit, I'm cool with all that stuff. Wow. I'm cool with all that. I'm cool with Bugs Bunny getting the finger in the gun exploding Elmer's face. Yeah. I'm cool with him shooting Daffy in the face. All that's the way it is. It sound out of context. That sounds weird, but I'm cool with all that. But to play devil's advocate. When he's got the powder burns, I think that's maybe a little bit much.
The powder burns?
Yeah, you know when a shotgun goes off in your face and you have like powder burns?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like a little excessive for today's kids, but not so much for us.
No, yeah, I know, I agree with you. Like it's too. Like,
they've been softened.
They've been softened. Yeah, so I agree with that. Yeah. The fact that it happened is what irritates me. Is that
the fact that we've gotten that soft?
Yeah, I would force my kid to watch the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show. I'm like, this is fucking cartoons.
I think your kids
totally selfish.
Yeah, no, I think your
I
kids
watch it, yeah.
watching that with you and having a good time is totally cool. Yeah, it's totally cool. I got friends whose kids watch like the softer stuff. They're fairly young. They're 3 and 1.5. They watch that soft like Paw Patrol. And it's really good.
Paw Patrol on Netflix and stuff like that.
It's cool, man. It's all good. But I can't wait until they're around like 5. And I put in the Golden Collection for Looney Tunes. Yeah, and we really get into like Animaniacs.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just like, in my experience, anyways, that they'll put Paw Patrol on, whatever that show's called, because it's on Netflix, and you don't have to hit like next episode or anything. It'll just automatically play.
It keeps going.
So it'll just shut the kid up, and so it'll just get their attention. They can just like, okay, I need 3 hours because I want to like drink some wine and watch The Price is Right. So it'll just. Shut
I want to get liquored up, and look at Drew Carey.
Exactly.
Because this is my time.
Yeah, exactly. For stay-at-home moms, it's the best thing in the world.
I think so. I think it's hard in general to raise children. I think it's difficult in general to wrangle toddlers. I think it's always been that way. But at the same time, like we had AG2 here last time, and he made that comment about we've nerfed the world. Oh, I thank you with the water. I appreciate that. I'll switch your glasses.
Yep.
When we talk about the whole idea of nerfing the world, yeah, we really have.
Mm-hmm.
We have made things too soft, where things that were really soft when we were kids are now hard edge.
Yeah.
That's like hard edge stuff. I think that's like a bit of a bummer.
Oh yeah, like but we touched on that topic like tons of times. Like it's just like
lot.
you know what, yeah, it's you know we see it in like everything that we coveted when we were kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's cartoons, whether it's movies, whether it's TV shows, whatever, right?
Well, it does kind of come into this call out culture too, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like right now we are in a world where the more you call something out loud on Twitter or social media, the more points you get from your like brethren, from your group of like angry riotous mobsters.
Yeah.
So like it is a thing where like I'm gonna get some sort of cred for this.
Yeah.
And that's what's led to things like Kevin Hart being all of a sudden he's garbage, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the most recent one too? There's one just recently.
Kevin Hart is garbage anyway.
I don't think he's garbage. I don't think he's the funniest guy out there.
No, he's not.
I mean, but like,
oh no, this is just a personal thing. I mean, it's like I don't find his movies funny. I don't find him funny. I'm sure he's like if you actually like saw his stand up, I'm pretty sure his I haven't seen his. I saw his stand up one. No, I saw his stand up once.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my thing.
It's not your thing.
Not at all.
I don't hate it, but it is soft. Like it's not. There's no edge to it.
There's none whatsoever.
I think like if you want edge, you go to Chappelle.
Yeah, you want. Yeah, exactly.
Chappelle got a little noisy this weekend about that Jussie Smollett thing, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Where that might be a faked attack now, which would be really unfortunate if it is, because like there's enough shit going on that's real.
Yeah.
You don't need to engineer something for social media. I don't know if it is or it isn't, but that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Exactly. I think Chappelle is like he's just. I think Kevin Hart's he's goofy.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
but Chappelle is like Chappelle's like
he's
like,
prior.
He's rich. He's razor sharp.
Yeah.
And he's untouchable. Like he can say what
are we doing here? That? What are we doing? Oh God, just things making noise.
Oh, whatever. But Chappelle's like he's gone to the point where he's kind of untouchable.
Yeah, I think
he can say what he wants. Yeah, he can. Yeah. Whereas Kevin Hart is like he can't. He's nowhere near that.
No. Kevin Hart is Rob Schneider, but black.
But black, yeah.
Yeah, he's just like a funny little guy who like your mom thinks is harmless and your friends think are like whatever. He's just
exactly. He'll make 3 movies with The Rock and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna be remembered.
Oh, I think he'll be remembered, but I don't think he'll be impactful.
He won't. Yeah, he won't be like how. Like in the pantheon of great comedians.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what you mean.
Yeah, he won't. He won't be remembered.
No, I mean his first few bits were good. And then he became a little bit more like I wouldn't say family, but almost like pretend edge family.
Yeah, like he's like I'm not denying his talent as a comedian, and but
he ain't Lenny Bruce.
Exactly.
He ain't Richard Pryor.
Exactly. I thought he was great in that one. He was great in one scene in 4-Year-Old Virgin.
Shit, he was in that?
Yeah.
Okay, number one, I have not seen 40-Year-Old Virgin, not because like I'm boycotting it or anything. I just never got around to it.
Okay.
So I didn't see that. But to me, that movie is kind of like pretend edge. Mm-hmm. And Kevin Hart is pretend edge.
Yeah, I think the movies that he's chosen to do. Yeah, they're all to me like
It's like when The Rock made Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the fuck are you doing? You're better than this.
Well, the thing is, I think he had to make that because he was under contract to make
with Disney,
with Disney movies, right?
But he did make a choice to make that. Yeah, well, you heard that.
Yeah.
What's his Danny Garcia, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's his ex-wife and now runs pretty much at $7.
Yeah.
And she made I don't know if she runs it. She's got something to do with like she's a high executive in that company, and she is I think his manager. But she made a comment about we were making movies and engineering Dwayne Johnson to look like Disney.
Yeah.
But instead, what we started doing is engineering the Rock to look like what we want him to get. Yeah. Stop getting lean. Stop becoming Tom Cruise. That's not who you are. You're Schwarzenegger on steroids.
Yeah.
So get bigger, get stronger, get balder, and
get
start
balder.
making harder movies, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And he
did.
Yeah.
So,
So Kevin Hart, to me, is that Tooth Fairy phase.
Yeah, Colin Hurd actually on ES was it? No, he's on I remember what show he's on. He's a sports analyst, and he said the same thing too. He said one thing that made me really that made me think about like he goes comparing like players who guys like James Harden and Westbrook they're going for like they're going for stats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As opposed to like people who are going for championships.
Yeah.
He's like he goes look at The Rock. He makes millions of dollars. Makes movies like the Tooth Fairy and Fast and Furious 1 to like 1,000 and all this stuff, right? But those movies, as soon as it comes out, you forget about it.
Yeah, he's playing Moneyball.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing. Yeah, he's just going there to make as much money as he can. He's not making critically acclaimed movies, right?
No.
Then you look at Leonardo DiCaprio. he like look at the movies he's made, right? Like he's gonna be in 30 years, he's gonna be quotable. The Rock is not going to be.
Yeah, DiCaprio's movies will be like high end Oscar reel shit.
Exactly.
Like everything he does, like even the memes, right? That meme from friggin' what's that one where he the
Gatsby?
Yeah, that meme is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
The Rock really doesn't have a meme.
No, he's like he's like.
That's a weird place to be.
Yeah, it's a very odd place to be. Yeah, so like he will retire with millions. And don't get me wrong, I love The Rock, right?
Yeah.
The Rock's he's awesome, right? But he's probably the nicest guy. He's a good person and stuff like that. But if you're talking straight, what you want to be remembered for?
Yeah.
If you want to be remembered for acting and like what the lasting impact you made on Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was known as a blockbuster actor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He made a lot of like shitty movies that made a lot of money, right? Whereas DiCaprio like just knocked every movie he made was pretty much every movie he made is excellent.
Oscar caliber.
Exactly.
I kind of feel like the one bummer with The Rock too is he is making those Moneyball movies that are going to make him a ton of cash, and they're fun for a short time, but they're, like you said, they're not quotable.
No.
Arnold did the same thing, but he's got quotable movies that are going to like they're going to stand the test.
Exactly.
Like his movies are kind of the what's it called, the benchmark.
Yeah.
Of what an action movie should be.
They're the apex. Yeah.
They're the apex.
Yeah.
And they've lasted. Like I mean, if you watch Commando today, you're still looking at like it's what's it called? It makes fun of itself. It's aware of itself. It's self-aware.
Yeah.
It makes stupid jokes, and it makes no apologies for him.
Nope.
Like everything that happens in it is just a bunch of like crazy shit that keeps happening. Like who breaks into a gun store, gets a rocket launcher, and then has some broad he picked up on the road fire that thing at the police truck?
Yeah.
That's got him. It's just like crazy shit, and it's super quotable.
Yeah, and like look at his and if you look at Dwayne Johnson's movies, like like same thing. They're some of them are entertaining.
Yeah.
Some of them are flat out stupid.
Yeah. But none of them are really quotable.
None of them are quotable, right? And like you can compare any one of his movies to like, and he's had the time to do it. Don't get me wrong. Like, and a lot of people want to work with him, right? When it comes to making action movies.
Oh, he's a fun, nice guy.
Exactly. So who wouldn't want to work with him, right? But he doesn't have the demeanor, and he doesn't have like the like if someone says like he's never like no one want to like put him in a like look for example like Terminator 2. Look at Predator.
Terminator 2, and not so much like the rest of the series or like Predator or anything like that, but Terminator 2 has got a real dramatic feel to everything Arnold does.
Yep.
And then when he's doing the weird little comedy things, they're endearing.
They're endearing, yeah.
Like you're watching that and you're like you start feeling for the robot who's got this relationship with the kid.
Yeah.
Like it's very like endearing action movie.
Oh yeah, it's Terminator 2 is to this day, I think it's up there with like the best sequels of all time.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally, man.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 is it might be top 5 sequel.
Oh, hands down
of all time, of any movie out there.
Yeah, any movie. Like look at Godfather 2. Look at.
It's the Godfather 2 of cyborg movies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Aliens. Look at. I'd say I put Blade Runner 2049 in the top 5 too.
Really?
I would, yeah.
Still haven't seen it. Yeah, I know. I'm not because I'm not trying. It's one of those movies I forget about.
I didn't know that. I would have brought it over. So I would have given it to you.
Man, there are so many movies out there that I just forget to watch. Just not because I'm not because I'm avoiding them. I just get into other shit that just maybe gets me too busy. And then when I do watch something, I'm watching something that's just on the queue. So I just hit a button and I go right. For some stupid reason, I'm rewatching Star Trek, Next Generation, beginning to end.
What?
Yeah, man. I got into it. I'm a big fan of the Orville. I've mentioned it before. I think it's a good show. I mean, now that especially like a lot of the old Star Trek guys are in on it, and I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's my cup of tea.
No, I'm just saying I love Next Generation.
Yeah.
Right?
So now I've been watching Next Generation
but
again.
I'm like that's a big undertaking.
7 seasons.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna.
It's a lot. It's almost every day.
I know you shave your head, but you're gonna have gray hairs afterwards.
yeah. I found a couple.
Yeah.
Found a couple gray hairs on my chin.
Yeah.
It's weird, man.
Oh no, I have them all. Like my hair's down to my nose. So like,
oh no way.
Yeah, it's really long, but yeah, I just I'm getting grays, but I think their gray hair is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I never had them before. I used to have like really orange hair.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the pigment is a little. It's very similar in like black and orange.
Yeah.
Like there's a few things that are different there, and then you can go either way. And I had a couple of orange ones for the longest time. It's got made fun of. That's primarily why I shave my head and face all the time. I don't want to look like a freak.
Yeah.
Not that gingers are freaks. But gingers are freaks.
Yeah. I dyed my hair red once. At the
That's crazy.
Yeah. I just dyed it. I went to a salon. I said, "Can you dye my hair red?" I could just put red highlights in it. And they're like, "Yeah, sure, we can do that." And I was like, "Okay, fine, do it."
This can be done.
And I did it right after I saw Blade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I wanted to style my hair after Deacon Frost. Yeah.
That's odd.
Yeah.
That's crazier than I expected.
Yeah. So, but then afterwards it just I shampooed my hair about like 10 times and it came right out. So I was like.
So it was like a temporary thing.
That's all it was. Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah. It was free too. They said we're trying this. I was like, okay, man, I'll do it. I was like, okay.
It's not a temporary thing. My little list here, but the big one for me was push-ups. There was a study that says if you can do 40 push-ups or more, you are 90% at less risk of a cardiovascular event than if you can do 10 or less.
Really?
Yeah. Push-ups seem to be one of those things that all the studies I had been reading kind of lean towards. If you can do those, there's a very high likelihood that you are at low risk. That's a weird way to say it, of a cardiac event, like a heart attack or whatnot.
Okay.
Because it does everything. It's got a cardio aspect to it. It's got a muscle building aspect to it. Mm-hmm. It kind of determines a lot of health issues as well. Like if you can do that, you're generally a healthy person because you're engaging a lot of muscle groups. Mm-hmm. That you're just a healthier person in general.
Okay.
Yeah. So I ask you at Backside Attack.
Yes.
Raj Sangha. Mm-hmm. How are your push-ups going?
Good. I am doing. I didn't do them today because I went to the gym today. Mm-hmm. Day before yesterday, I did do my 100. It took me the entire day to do it.
No way. That's good, man. Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah. So, and then I did them on. I did it on Friday too. Yeah, I did.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a start. Did you did 100 on Friday as well?
Yeah.
And then you did 100 today.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, and I'm doing today, and then tomorrow I'll do them after the gym. Yeah.
To me, it's like walking now. Mm-hmm. Like I've gotten to the point where I don't enjoy them, but I like to get them out of the way. I like to do them. Mm-hmm. In my head, I'm like, this is something I'm doing. Like if you're gonna use your legs, you're gonna walk. You have to be able to have strong legs to walk around and be active. Mm-hmm. You should be able to break into a run if you have to. Mm-hmm. I feel like in a weird way, you should be able to do 100 push-ups a day, even if it takes you all day. I don't care.
Yeah.
You should be able to do it because those are parts of your body that need to be working all the time.
Yeah.
You should the same way you should be able to run into a sprint. You should be able to arm wrestle somebody for fun, just for kicks, shits, and giggles, right?
Yeah, I did mine. I did do mine.
Lift a sack of flour.
Yeah, I just did mine in 20 here, 20 here, 20 here, 20 here.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's all.
That's
I did.
totally fine.
Yeah.
Man, it wasn't like I used to watch those videos of the guys who were doing them. Mm-hmm. And that was like, can you do them in a month? Can you do like 100 push-ups every day for a month? Mm-hmm. And see how that goes.
Oh yeah, I saw that video. Yeah.
I was watching it, and I appreciate what they're doing. I like what they're doing, but I don't think you can stop doing them. Mm. I don't think you should just do them for a month and then just stop. Yeah. They're not going to get you huge gains. You're not going to get super jacked. You're not going to suddenly become a machine. It's just something you should do for overall health every day. That guy who did the video about 20 minutes of walking a day or half an hour of walking a day, like you should do that much to keep yourself in shape, to keep yourself heart healthy. Mm-hmm. I feel the same way for push-ups.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely should do them.
I was gonna ask you, what is the name of that theater by 109th Street and 89th Avenue?
Oh, jeez. Oh,
it's not Princess Theater. It's the other one.
Garneau.
The Garneau, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to myself and my cousin were going to.
Wait, are we segueing out of the push-ups?
No.
Are we just jumping out of them?
No,
I just need to know.
No. We're gonna return back to it.
All right.
We were driving by there. We saw the movies that were playing there, and at 9:30. Today, Akira's playing.
Get Out of Town.
Yeah.
That is a great movie to. That's a great movie to segue out of health and fitness.
Yeah. So yeah, back to health and fitness.
No, I was gonna go back to Akira.
Yeah. So.
Akira's a good movie, man.
It is in my top 5 movies of all time.
It is. It pretty much is. It's but the original dub, or what's his name, isn't so ridiculous. Tetsuo Kaneda.
What you mean when the guy who plays Leonardo plays the voice?
When he plays him.
That's my favorite dub.
That's a good dub.
That's a great.
The
dub.
other one, he's a little bit like it doesn't feel strength. There's no strength in it. When he has to be strong, it feels like he's a good the Leonardo one. He's kind of goofy, but when he needs to man up, he mans up.
Yeah, the original 1988 dub is the best dub.
Is the best dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
because like everybody knows how much I hate dubs. Like I hate dubs, and I hate subtitles. I feel like if you're gonna do it, you have to learn Japanese.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a good one. I can live with that one.
Yeah, that one's
happily.
Because I have the 30th anniversary of the Blu-ray, and it has the original It has all the dubs basically, so you can choose which one you want to listen to.
I like that though.
Yeah.
I like being able to choose the ones.
Yeah.
I picked up the box set for Giant Robo. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's like it's almost like as if Astro Boy met friggin' who's that? Ultraman.
Yeah.
It's got this really crazy feel to it. Multiple giant robots are all fighting each other, and the king of them all is Giant Robo. Mm-hmm. And it's based on Johnny Sacco, the old TV show.
Old TV show, yeah.
Yeah, but this is like an original video animation they've done. and it was that first dub from like the early 90s was so good. And then the dub that was on the DVDs was crap. Like it was really didn't feel right. It felt very strange. The voice acting was stronger, but the dialogue was shittier. All the actual written dialogue was really kind of weak. But then I don't know why it didn't occur to me to look on there for the audio section to choose which dub I want. I had the original dub.
It was
on
there,
it.
yeah.
I was so much happier.
Yep.
But I was also sadder because I mean the voice acting was better in the new dub, but the dialogue was shittier in the new dub.
Yeah, that's one thing I found with, especially with Astro Boy, is like when the Astro Boy that we grew up on, watching it on ITV and stuff.
Good old ITV.
Good old ITV. That dub was fantastic.
Incredible.
It was more emotional.
Yep.
The new one sounds like Astro Boy sounds like a child.
Really?
He sounds like a little baby. He's like,
I will tell you, I have not heard it.
Yeah, it's terrible. Don't even bother watching it. But the new dub, those episodes have more deleted content. Like they actually
they're uncut.
They showed more. They were more uncut.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That bugs me, man. See, like I mean, like new audio, the voice acting is stronger, the dialogue is shittier. New audio, the dialogue is shittier, the voice acting is shittier, but you get more content.
More content.
I really don't like that.
No.
I want exactly what I grew up with. And I can understand maybe that's why, because maybe they didn't record the audio for those episodes.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't fully there, so they couldn't put it in.
Yeah, because do you remember that episode of Astro Boy where it was a 2-part episode? It was like the strongest robot in the world.
Was that the Turk?
Yeah, that common Turk guy.
The common Turk. Yeah.
Do you remember that episode?
I do remember that.
Do you remember the second part, right? When at the end.
Now I probably don't remember it like you do because you really fucking love that episode.
Okay, so yeah, so I'll break it down for you.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is that they're fighting and stuff like that. Him and Astro are the only 2 robots left. And so to break down the episode, basically, this robot was created, Common Turk. He has
what a great name.
Yeah, and he was created just to destroy I think it was the 6th most powerful robots in the world, and Astro's one of them. So in the first episode, he kills pretty much everybody, and he kills 3 in the first episode, and then he kidnaps Sarah, who's Astro's real sister's name, in the old dub, and so then in the second episode, him and Astro Boy are they become friends. He's like, yeah, forget fighting. This is so stupid, whatever, right? Against his master's wish.
They're making us kill each other.
Yeah, so then there was an active volcano. They were supposed to they plugged it full of boulders, and then so at the end, Commenter just disappears.
He's just gone.
He's gone.
The character is no longer there.
He's in a mountain or something like that, right? And then and then Astro goes, "Why don't you come out of there? Like come celebrate, right?" And then a new robot comes out who looks like a fucking demon, or something like that. It's a 2-headed
God, I vaguely remember this going on. Like, is it the blue and red one? Like, he's a big crazy.
He has 2 golden hawk kind of heads, and apparently that's Common Turk, but he transformed. Okay,
that's weird.
So that's how I grew up watching it, right? But then I watched the new dub, and what actually happens is that's a second robot that got created, and that thing destroyed Common Turk.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
So
and then Astro had to fight that thing.
They cut out all the fight with Common Turk.
And
they explain what's going on in the new dub.
Exactly.
See, all of that bugs me so much.
That sucks.
It bugs me so much. That's why I don't enjoy anime the way everybody else enjoys anime. Because it really bums me out. The only anime that I think I've really enjoyed 100% beginning to end with no issue for the dub, Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, yeah.
Because it's
fucking awesome.
It's so good.
So good.
It is incredible. I mean, it looks good. It feels good when you watch it. Like the visuals actually they have a way to get you emotionally, man. Like there's a really cool look to it. The music's awesome. The dialogue is really good.
Yep.
I can't imagine that there would be another dub out there where I'd watch and be like, well, this is so much better.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch this than the other one.
Cowboy Bebop is unreal.
It's really good, man.
I got the entire set for $20.
From the full set or the best of kind of thing.
The full set from
I
got it from Best Buy.
Not bad at all.
They were just clearing it out. I was like, yeah, fuck, I'll take it.
The HD dub or the HD version, the 1080. Yeah, that's pretty good. But it's still, I mean, I'm a little bit bummed out it's 4:3. But then you can't. I mean, it's fixed animation. They've hand drawn.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like a TV show that was cut into 4:3.
Yeah, exactly.
Be nice to see that in big screen. I have a weird theory, like a weird feeling that 4:3 is gonna make a comeback.
Yeah, of course it will.
But I mean, in TVs and everything. I have a feeling that they're just going to give you your regular TV that's, a 55-inch, what we have now, widescreen, right? Widescreen. But you're going to get in a 4:3 screen.
You know what? I'll tell you exactly what the future of television is going to be.
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
you're going to lay it down for us.
Okay, so this is from Samsung's point of view anyway,
All right.
okay? I think there's going to be TVs. Then they showed it. They showed their 8K TVs just recently at not CES, but like some other one. They were displaying all their technology. I think it might have been at CES. But like what they have is like these panels that are just like like sheets of paper basically. That's the size.
Yeah.
And then you can just buy the panels and you can just join them together, and then you can make your TV as big as you want.
Well, that's insane.
Yeah.
So you can I like the way. Yeah. Your responses to my responses are incredible. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So
it's coming.
Yeah, they had an 82-inch 8K TV. I think that one was selling for I don't know, like tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars.
So modular television.
You
put the panels where you want them. Yeah. The information comes into it however it comes into it.
Yeah.
And then if you want a square TV, have a square TV.
Yeah, so when you put like, let's say if you had like let's say you had like 1, 2, 3. Let's say you had 20 panels.
Yeah.
You could make like you can make an 82-inch TV.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I think if that's the way they're gonna go, I'm cool with that. I have very little faith that anything modular will take off. I think the audience is stupid.
Well, the thing is that I guess there's a niche market for that.
Yeah, it's you and me.
Yeah, so I think and like I said, this is brand new. They just brought it out, so they're not saying that this is going to be. I'm not sure if it's available for market or how they're going to brand it. You have to ease that kind of technology in.
Yeah, you can't just you can't give that to people. Remember the phone that what was that one modular phone that Google was putting together a couple years ago?
Oh yeah, what was that?
They just like dropped it out there like, here it is, it's awesome, and it was, and everybody's like, we don't know how to use this because we're stupid, and they walked away.
Exactly.
That's what happens. You gotta slowly hand that out to people.
Yeah, because I don't think the foldable phone.
It ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
I don't think that's gonna work at all.
No, I think
the foldable phone is gonna be ugly. Like the first version will be ugly as sin. It's gonna be a hideous.
It's
phone.
gonna be a clamshell kind of thing. It's just,
yeah.
I don't know.
If it did like a full clap shut, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like if it folds shut and you can kind of look through it, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be weird. I mean, you're gonna have like a gap in your phone that doesn't fit right in your pocket, and they're gonna make it too big. It's gonna be the size of your Note 9 when it's folded in half, and then it's gonna open up to this 18.
Phablet.
This phablet, this 16 by 18 or whatever, 18 by 9, what the hell it is. Phablet that's going to be in your hands.
Yeah.
And it's going to have a bulge.
I know.
It's hideous.
It's going to cost probably $3,000.
Yeah, it's going to cost way too much. Yeah. So instead, I'll just buy a freaking computer or I'll just get a tablet and I'll walk away, right? It's insane.
Yeah, I know. You don't need. I don't know. I think the trend is right now is 2-in-1 that for everything, and so it all depends. Like how small do you want it? Like how productive can you actually be? Like even decks on Samsung.
It's useless, man.
It's useless.
Yeah.
You can't really get that much. It depends, if you're going to be just doing Word and stuff like that, yeah, I get it. If you're just working in an office documents, that's fine. But if you want to do, if you're going to do AutoCAD and...
it's just a really handcuffed platform.
It is, and it's limited by, the processing power in this thing,
of your
right?
phone,
yeah. So, granted, this has the power of some laptops, but yeah, you can't if you're gonna be rendering something, it's gonna take you you're gonna have to leave your phone on plugged in all night so we can get all the work done.
No, it doesn't work. Cause I consider myself a power user of devices. That's the trendy buzzword people use. Because I use my phone to do light video editing or light photo, not even light photo editing. Some pretty good photo editing with Lightroom.
Yeah.
Medium to light use for the most part for that kind of stuff. And I can't do more than that because the phone just can't. I can't do a 4K video using Sony's the Cyberlink thing there, the Sony video editing platform, because it just can't handle it. I can do it, but again, like I said, I gotta plug it in. If I'm gonna do any kind of work, it's short little clips, and then leave it plugged in on my nightstand, and then just hope it doesn't fuck up at night while I'm asleep.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's how it's gonna work. And then the phone's gonna be hot all night long, and I don't want to do that. The amount of the abuse that the device would take for what it claims it can do, it's just not. It's not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, even though it might, you're able to do. Don't do it.
You might be able to pull it off. You might be able to pull it off, but I wouldn't recommend doing it.
Yeah, and plus, why run the risk and just use a computer?
Yeah, exactly. You have a computer that will do it faster in no time. I don't know, man. I really feel like the phones right now in this current age we're in is just a big lie. I just want a small phone that fits my hands, lets me text somebody, lets me take a call, and I can take it traveling and it won't break.
Yeah.
Because today, it feels like fragility is the new premium for devices. What happened to a metal-backed phone?
Yeah, I don't know. They're because it's more of Because it's more. They think it's more of something you want to show off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because they want to have to make sure it's premium and stuff like that, right? But then like they're like, oh, if you then why do they sell cases for it, which is going to cover up everything, right?
You're gonna cover the whole thing up.
Yeah, like my phone is actually it's beautiful to look at,
Yep.
but like I'm not going to expose that shit to the elements.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I look at this guy. Same thing. I've got the older version of yours.
Yeah.
I like the way it looks at the case off.
Yeah, like, but like, would you like feel my phone?
Yes.
Like, okay, now.
Oh, sexy.
Would you be
Oh my
comfortable?
God.
Would you feel comfortable carrying that thing just by itself?
No.
No.
I will not lie to you. It is a pretty phone though, but I would be terrified to handle this thing.
I am too. That's why
Fingerprinting the shit out of your phone.
they gave me this.
Oh,
I
it's
didn't-
free with the phone.
Yeah, with the phone. They're like, yeah, Rod, just take this. I'm like,
Even handing it to you, I'm like, please don't drop it.
yeah, it's
Please. No, that's the thing. It's like fragility is the new premium. It's
Yeah.
like, how fragile is your phone? Hey, will your phone break if I say the name of your phone? No, that's not a good phone.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
garbage.
exactly.
No,
So,
man.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this whole thing because everything is just getting thinner and thinner and thinner and stuff like that. I don't agree with that. It's just,
No, I don't like it.
It's terrible. Yeah.
I don't like the idea of people who won't use it for anything more than like just frivolous bullshit. Like checking your Instagram and telling me how you need like 12 gigs of RAM in your phone. Like 128 gigs of space and 12 gigs of RAM or a terabyte. All you're doing is taking stupid photos, not deleting them. That's why we have more space in the phone.
Yeah.
Because too many people out there just take photos of everything. They'll take like this will be an event they feel like they need to take a photo of.
Yeah, because phone companies have to adhere to everybody who wants a phone, right? Like, hey, this person's gonna be. So yeah, you know what? Just here's all the space. Here's the
all
RAM.
the space.
Yeah, and for the power users, okay, you want more? You need more RAM? Okay, we're gonna plug it in with RAM.
Yeah.
So so that means you have to build a phone with no compromise.
Exactly.
So, that's why every phone is basically the same.
The same thing. The
Yeah,
same
exactly.
device. Except for Apple, who as much as I shit on Apple, I do feel like they know how much you actually need, and they're like, that's all you need. Piss off.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you need. Go away.
Yeah.
You don't need 4 gigs of RAM. Go away.
Yeah, it's yeah, because I think there's yeah, because people are just like we talked about this before. Is that you don't need like how much power do you need in your phone? Like how much gaming? Okay, I played one game on my phone. That's it. It's that 80s noir game that you told me to get.
Oh, yeah, the Racer.
Yeah, the Racer. After we listened to Simulation Theory, because it's a perfect game
It's a
for that
perfect
music.
game
That's
for
the
that-
only
that
reason why I
album.
play it.
And honestly, like I do the PUBG on my phone all the time. If I feel like streaming this and I don't want to do it with my laptop, I'll plug this shit into my phone and do it on here. And it runs fine. The thing is 2.5 years old now. It runs fine. And that was 4 gigs of RAM 2.5 years ago. I read an article the other day that says like, should you still buy an S9 or an S9 Plus in 2019? Like, motherfucker, it's a year
retarded?
old. It's
Yeah.
barely a year old.
It's a functioning phone.
Yeah, you should buy it because
Yeah.
it's not going to be slow. It's going to be faster than what you are going to do with it. You're probably going to drop it in the toilet, so it's waterproof. You're going to take photos of your food, so it's got lots of space.
Yeah.
Buy a card. You can stick a card in there.
It's got a great camera.
It's got a very good camera. It's got like probably at the time probably the best camera on the market. Like I don't understand like why you think that's not going to cut it.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just live within your means.
Yeah, man, live within your means. That is the new world we're in, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to have the bigger, that's the cliche we've always had, though. Like bigger, stronger, faster.
Yep.
And all of a sudden,
the Daft Punk.
the Daft Punk that was like a bodybuilding documentary too, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
Or was it a book or something?
Yeah. That is those are Daft Punk lyrics to that
okay.
song. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You listen more Daft Punk than I do. Though. I don't listen to nearly as much Daft Punk. I haven't listened to a lot of good music in a long time. Like today, especially like new music. I'm not really huge on it anymore. I'd like to be, but I just feel like it doesn't have the staying power.
There's no real. I don't really listen to that much new music. Yeah, like even my cousin today, we were listening to music, and we were just driving around after we worked out, and we went for lunch downtown on White Avenue, and he was playing New Order, and I'm like, oh, what's the name of this song again? And he's like, yeah, this is and he told me, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to download this song. And so like, those songs hold something for you, right? Whereas like new songs are like, oh, this is cool, like whatever, right? So like there is some good music. There's a lot of good new music out there, right? But like you have to dig.
Yeah, you have to dig.
Yeah, like support your favorite artists and stuff like that. But
support your local artists.
And support your local artists.
It's a big thing for us over here.
Yeah. And
I was looking at Greta Van Fleet and how they sound like Led Zeppelin, but now they're kind of bitching about how everybody thinks they sound like Led Zeppelin.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man. You kind of made your bed, so that's who you are now.
Yeah.
If you want to break away from that, that's cool. They called out like the Black Keys and shit, right? Did I talk to you about this already?
Yeah.
How they called out the Black Keys?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, look, you can call them out if you want to, but you got to keep making really good music.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're
gonna fall behind. You're gonna
fall
become
behind.
irrelevant. Yeah.
You're gonna become irrelevant. You're gonna be the guy who's like, hey, make better music, Black Keys, and you're gonna just disappear.
Yeah.
So if you're gone in 2 years, then that's a big FU to you.
Yeah.
Because like that's bullshit. Like the Mumford and Sons thing, right? How they like 10 years ago and whatnot, they're like, we don't want to be Coldplay. Coldplay sucks. Guess what, Mumford and Sons?
Mm-hmm.
You are Coldplay.
You are Coldplay now.
You are what you either.
You
either die the hero, or you live long enough to see yourself
become the villain. Yeah.
God, that's the truth.
I know.
It's the truth, man.
I can't. That's one group I cannot stand.
Mumford and Sons?
No.
Coldplay?
Coldplay.
Man, okay.
They're the wannabe U2 of this generation.
I didn't like them for the longest time. I was like a super hater.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that clock song is pretty good, and I like the scientist, and I don't hate all this crap.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not like a diehard Coldplay guy,
Uh-huh.
but I hate Mumford and Sons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I hate Mumford.
Yeah,
and
I
Sons.
gave them a try, and I was like, you know what, this just isn't for me.
Coldplay.
No, Coldplay, I will.
You will not listen to.
I will not listen to.
You
it.
won't give them a chance. At all.
Yeah, I don't find the music like elating or relaxing or meaningful.
It's definitely not relaxing.
Exactly. I draw nothing from the music. But like Mumford and Sons, I gave it a try, and I was like, you know, same thing, and I was like, that's not for me.
It seems engineered to sound a certain way, and that's it.
Yeah, and Coldplay for me sounds kind of the same way too.
Yeah.
I just find that they're
Is it lacking heart?
it's just lacking sincerity.
That's the one.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
I think that's the word I am. I could be wrong, but this is just personal opinion, though.
No, that's how I feel about Mumford and Sons, so I can understand that's how I feel about Coldplay.
Yeah.
I feel like it lacks like a sincerity. Maybe you're good at a lot of music and you can play a lot of different genres and you're really good at a bunch, but maybe all of a sudden you found one that found a hook with an audience, and it's not you, but you're forcing it.
Yeah, you're you dabble in everything, but you're master of nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So bands like the Mars Volta.
Yeah.
I fucking love the Mars Volta. Right?
Mars Volta is at least they're like interesting to listen to.
Yeah, they play music for themselves.
Yeah,
and they're good. That's I remember years ago, Hoxley Workman put that one album with Striptease on it.
Yeah,
maybe the album was called Striptease. None of that sounded like every song sounded different, and it wasn't like an experimental album. He just made a bunch of songs that he liked, and he keeps doing shit like that.
Yeah, and I think there's certain bands that are just they make music that they want to make.
Exactly.
And so like I'll give you an example. Like when yeah, like I guess when Delta Machine came out for Depeche Mode, they made all the music that they wanted to make.
Yeah, that wasn't an album necessarily for the fans, but the fans liked their music.
Yeah, exactly. But they okay, you know what? We have to make one poppy song here, so like they get radio play and stuff like that,
compromise.
right? Yeah, so they put that out. Great song, but yeah, they were just like they make the music they want to make.
Yeah, I think that is what more bands need to do, and maybe you'll get less one-hit wonders because we're back in the 80s. Like we are in like the redo of the 80s.
Yeah.
Where all the music is kind of like one hit wondery. Feel like I've always said it. If you take the clothing that we're wearing now and just add color to it, it looks like the 80s.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, the pants are kind of skinny. The weird shit people wear, the mohawks, weird ass nose rings. You're all punkers.
Yeah.
You're all post Brit punkers over there.
Yeah, the political system is a little bit different now.
It is a little different.
Yeah, I guess back in the 80s, like being Democratic wasn't considered cool.
Was that what it was?
Well, think about it. Those were Reagan years.
Yeah, but all the yuppies were Alex P. Keaton. Like he wasn't cool either. Young Republicans.
But I guess but Democrats were like just like totally looked down upon.
Yeah, I guess they were kind of like they were bland.
Yeah,
there wasn't really a whole lot to them.
Yeah, there was nothing to them, right? Whereas like they were just like
they
had no power.
They had no power, but they were also looked at kind of like how we make fun of Bernie Sanders now. Like when he walks into an office and he's carrying
that's a very good way to put it.
Hair is frazzled, his tie is loose, and his papers are flying around. Like that was like an 80s Democrat. He was not a together guy.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So you couldn't take him seriously.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, like Family Ties. The parents are Democrats.
Yeah.
And they kind of look like they were used to be hippies. They're trying to get their shit together.
Yeah.
So they had kids now. And that was kind of like what the Democrats were.
Yeah.
And the young Republicans were guys who were like wore ties, had nice haircuts. Like they were together.
Yeah.
They had their shit. They were coked up, but they looked like they had their shit together.
Yeah.
They were also the bad guys in like all the good 80s movies.
Yeah, they were.
Like if their collar was white, but their suit was like a blue pinstripe and they were a red tie and suspenders, that guy was the bad guy.
Yeah, just like Patrick Bateman.
There you go. They were Patrick Bateman.
Yeah. White shirt, red tie, blue suit.
God, maybe I was looking at
hardcore Republican. Yeah, just said like and he's just totally dressed to kill.
Who did Miguel Ferrer play in RoboCop? That guy to me is a Republican.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But he was still he didn't get enough screen time. He was also a good guy in a way. He was a real weird character.
Yeah,
he built RoboCop. He liked him.
Yeah. But then afterwards, he saw the light.
Yeah, he had the hookers and coke, and they got killed in his house.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's great.
Actually, you know what Raji gave me? I saw Raji on
friend of the show, Raji.
Friend of the show, Raji. I met up with him. He said he wanted to go to Boston Pizza for lunch.
All right.
I said no, we're not going there.
You're like no. Well, Boston Pizza doesn't give us no money. So
yeah, I can't stand their food.
Nobody does.
Yeah, and so I said let's go to meet at Burger Priest, and which have you been there?
I've been there multiple times.
Yeah, I love that place.
If you have not eaten at Burger's Priest,
yeah, you have to go check out their burgers.
I'm getting misty.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, it's burger.
Yeah, send us free burgers, Burger Priest.
Burger's Priest.
We're giving you a plug. And so yeah, we met up there, and he said I have a gift for you, and I said what is it? So he gave me a Blu-ray copy of I Come in Peace.
That is pretty rad. I Come in Peace was probably the turning point for us. The turning point for us in this podcast. You kind of came on full board. Is that how they say it? Full board? Full bore? Full
yeah,
time?
that for me that's when I took that. I turned that corner.
Yeah, you made that. You turned the corner on coming onto the show.
Yeah,
way more.
Yeah,
that is a movie that has united a lot of our friendships in this group of friends that we got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, good movie.
Great movie. Yeah.
Good representation of 80s buddy cop movies that didn't quite work out. What's the name of the other cop? The Dolph's partner.
Oh, you mean Brian Ben?
Brian Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, God, that guy should never play a cop, but for whatever reason, he kind of pulls it off in that show.
You know why he pulls it off? Because he is literally the polar opposite of Dolph.
He's the straight man.
Yeah.
When you think Dolph Lundgren, Ivan Drago would be the straight man.
Yeah.
And somebody else be a goofball.
Mm-hmm.
Ivan Drago is the goofball.
Yeah.
And Ben is the straight man.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I love
Weird how it never got a sequel though.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
That's an odd one.
It's so sad. And Raji told me, he's like, yeah, just make sure when you take the DVD out, just make sure the Blu-ray out, just make sure it doesn't go spinning in any direction because it is a weapon.
the weapon that was the weapon for the.
That was the weapon. Yeah, when DVDs were or CDs were just came out,
mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, this looks futuristic.
Let's
make it a weapon.
Let's turn this thing.
I think they came up with that. I think they came up with that idea. Like since a CD looks so shiny and lasery and looks like futuristic,
yeah.
Like this looks like a weapon, and then I think a movie just created out of that.
You never know, man. Like that's one of those weird things. Like where do movie plots come from, right? Like the whole idea of a movie
plot. It has to gestate
plot.
somewhere.
It's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So somebody's just looking at a CD. Is like this. I could take a head off of this. Like a throwing card, right?
Yeah.
Like when you think about throwing a card into a watermelon.
Or maybe someone did that. They're like, movie idea.
Same thing. Maybe they threw a CD.
Maybe that's why, because we talked about this, like.
But it would be alien tech,
yeah,
Raj.
Yeah.
It would have to be alien tech, correct?
So why would the alien come here?
I mean, he's got to have like a need for something that our people have got that his planet doesn't have. Mm-hmm. Maybe water? No, water's been done to death. Could it be blood? Nah, blood's weird.
Yeah.
Adrenaline.
Maybe
he's drinking adrenaline.
I was like, oh, I have an idea.
Out of the bodies.
Can you imagine being in the writing room for that script and be like,
it's bonkers, man.
Yeah, because the movie, you're right, because the premise of the movie is so bonkers that it's either going to excite a lot of some people will be like, that's so fucked up.
This is the greatest
we've ever heard. Or the general public would be like, what the fuck is
this
that?
will never fly.
Yeah, this is never going to fly.
And maybe that's why it didn't fly like huge. It didn't fly mass. Like Aliens or Predator.
Do you think that movie was screened for anybody?
I would think so. I would imagine it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine it was put out there, and enough people were like, "This is bonkers, man!" Mm-hmm. Like, this is not. I don't think many people are like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen." I think more people are like, "That's bonkers."
Yeah, well, that was back in the '80s. Movies were fucking flying out like 24/7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like that idea though of like weird future tech. Like that's one of those movies in my head as a kid. I was like, "This is gonna be." Like when I see the Red Foreman thing on
mm-hmm.
That 70s Show,
mm-hmm.
when he went to the Korean War because they promised him he's going to get a jetpack.
Yeah.
Like there are things that we were going to get as kids, future tech-wise, that we never quite got, like the hoverboards and jetpacks. That weapon is one of those weird things as a kid. I'm like, this is like someday, man, there's going to be a flying disc that's going to be killing people.
I know, exactly.
A weird thing that just happens.
And now
right?
and fast forward today, like I hate CDs. I just think I hate CDs, but like, they're more of like they're more in your way than anything else.
I still don't.
But I prefer listening to them.
Yeah, I don't hate them next to MP3s.
Bluetooth audio, yeah.
Yeah, MP3s are pretty shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like CDs still have the best audio quality you're gonna get, right?
Actually, I was gonna ask you
this. Depend on records or CDs.
If you listen to Bluetooth audio and you're like let's see if my headphones are example, right? They have they're high res audio compatible, right? Does that mean you're only going to get high res audio if you listen to like wireless audio, or is it any source that comes in through the headphones? It's gonna create that algorithm where it's like it'll
fill in the. I think you need to have the content there. Like if you're listening to MP3 and you've got like high res audio headphones on, I mean there just isn't anything there for it to find. It has to kind of make it feel richer, right?
Well, I think the
algorithm is to make it sound richer.
Well, yeah, I think it will take the source in, the audio source in, and it'll actually like because when you have the app on your phone, it actually like it'll turn all the audio that goes into your ears into high res audio.
It will, but at the same time, like that's what MP3 does, right? It erases certain ranges that your ear would be able to hear, right?
Yeah.
So if those ranges are gone,
yeah, like, you won't get a linear sounding. You'll get chopped bits.
Yeah, you'll get chopped bits.
And whatever's missing in that between that spike and that line, you're gonna lose out on that. Like,
no, go ahead.
So that's how high res audio does. It fills in the gaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
It fills in the gaps. It's kind of like a guess and go. I would compare it to what's that called? Interpolation on TV.
Yeah.
So when you're watching, say, something that's shot at 24, 30 frames a second, and you turn on your refresh rate on your TV.
Yeah.
That smooth motion.
Yeah.
That content isn't really there. The TV is like filling in gaps to make it run smoother.
Yeah. It's
refreshing it faster.
Yeah, it's refreshing it. Yeah.
So it looks. That's why it looks all soap opera-ish when you look at it. But really, that's not there. It's just injecting it into the stream, right?
Yeah, I think that's why I think with Google Play Music, iTunes, some of that, everything is like all the music that you just download to your phone is all in FLAC and it's in or AAC.
Yeah.
And then that format when it goes to your headphones, that's
very high.
That's high res
audio. Quality, high res audio.
Yeah. Or if you want to go to Tidal, which is extremely expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah, that's really cheap, and that's not cheap. Sorry, that's not cheap at all.
Really expensive,
but it's so expensive. But you get the highest quality audio.
You're getting the best quality audio.
Yeah.
Remember when Neil Young was trying that Pono, the Pono player, just never really took off. But that was his idea, right? Pono sound instead of like stereo or MP3 is gonna be PONO. It's gonna be very high quality. But I mean, you already had FLAC and like you said AAC. It was already there. So it just never quite took off.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot too. Like you could only listen to it on a Pono player. Then it was an ugly device. Like it was a triangle. He brought it out on like Letterman or something. It was gonna be like, this is the next thing, man. This is the next thing.
Yeah.
Neil Young's Pono, and it was gone. That was the last time I heard of it.
Yeah.
It was gone. That was I was listening to oh God, not Avenged Sevenfold, Metallica, Apocalyptica.
Yep.
I was listening to Apocalyptica, and there was one track on Inquisition Symphony that I was listening to on an MP3 on my headphones from my phone. This was a couple years ago, and there's a little flourish in the cello that they do in the in a break that I was absolutely certain I could hear, but I couldn't hear it. It's a part of the song I like a lot, but I just couldn't hear it, and I could always hear it on my CD player, but I couldn't hear it in the MP3. And that was the first time it really dawned on me that there's a lot missing from MP3s.
Yeah,
they erase a lot of range, and it's in the back, and it's a very high pitch kind of a sound that really shouldn't be there. I remember beeping all over the place. But it was gone. And I just after that I was like, nah, man. If I'm going to download anything, if I'm going to rip anything, it's going to be FLAC, AAC, or wave format, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
especially in jazz. It's like I like.
Oh
jazz.
Yeah, because when you hear that in its glory, it's just even if you don't like jazz, you can sit back and just listen to the quality of the music and just like, oh my god.
Yeah, you can appreciate the quality.
It's layered. It's like it's great.
Yeah, it's good stuff. A lot of guys, handsome Dan, I'm looking at you. A lot of guys just don't like jazz. I think he's got a thing with the drumming.
That's fine.
That really bugs him.
Yeah.
But Straight No Chaser, Thelonious Monk, on FLAC compared to MP3, it's a different experience altogether. Like it's a very rich experience. And then if you can get your hands on that on a record, I've never heard it on a record, but I couldn't imagine how nice that sounds.
Yeah.
Coming out of the old Silvertone over here.
Yes.
That'd be pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need. It's the same thing with anime. It comes back to that. I always feel like I'm missing something. They're not giving me the full.
Yeah,
content.
you have to go back to for me, it's like when it comes to anime, it's nothing beats the 80s and early 90s with the golden age of animation.
Yeah, it was really good stuff.
Yeah, that stuff is the shit.
Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah, Vampire Hunter D, fucking Robotech.
Macross.
And Macross, yeah. I guess Robotech was more 90s.
Yeah, well, the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing, yeah. And then 90s is that's when the really good full-length feature movies came out.
Yeah, a lot of the OVAs.
Yeah,
really coming out.
Yeah, like then Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that. But nothing. It's just the rawness of it.
It was very gritty compared to today.
Yeah. I just love it. Where it's like nothing's like.
No, I mean that's the thing about Akira and Ghost in the Shell and all that stuff. Like when you were watching it back then, you really felt like Like, I remember those movies sit in the same space in my head as Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, all these movies that you really felt like you didn't get, but you got. Like, as a kid, you didn't quite get it, but you got it.
Yeah.
And as you got older, you watch again, you're like, oh, man, that makes so much more sense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll try to watch one. Actually, the only one of their new anime series that I actually don't mind watching is, have you heard that one called Panty and Stocking?
I have not. That sounds dirty.
It's it's two girls who are like trying to get back, or they're trying to get back into heaven or something like that, and they're drawn like really like childishly, like but the show is completely rated R.
Is it a Netflix show?
Yeah, one of them is a sugar junkie, and the other one's a whore. And
God. Oh, why not?
Yeah,
it's anime.
Yeah, it's crazy, and like
milk and cheese.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like all one girl just wants to just eat candy and stuff. The other one just wants to like just bang and stuff like that. And
just trashy.
Yeah, just trashy. And there's one episode where they had to like, I can't remember the name. I can't remember how the episode went, but like it's free on YouTube. And but you can. It was what was it? Yeah, they actually the whole episode, the end battle scene, incorporated Transformers, like the old school Transformers. They used the idea of it. They used the music. It was just crazy how they used it.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was such a cool idea. But like, and I think the episode, one of the episodes that just first started out was like one about like. There was a shit monster, and it was sucking people into the toilet, and it was just a disease, and that was the end boss, and they had to like, and it was like 100 feet tall, and they had to defeat this thing.
I can appreciate that level of nuts.
Yeah, it's totally like it's completely like has no like zero taste and everything, but it's
I would like it to have a little bit of a story, but I also want it to be completely bonkers.
Oh yeah, it's completely bonkers.
Yeah. That holds my attention.
Yeah,
that's why fucking One Punch Man, man. Man.
Yeah, One Punch Man.
Yeah, friggin' just bonkers. Just a bonkers concept. All that stuff, man. I mean, I say man a lot.
Yeah,
dude,
man,
guy,
dude.
That's guy.
Yeah, exactly. I can't stand that word, dude.
Yeah, you've had like a discussion with me about this.
I hate that word, dude. Yeah,
when somebody walks up and says, "Dude,"
yeah, hey, dude, what's going on? Right? I'm like, why can't you say my name?
Just call
me.
Or
hey, buddy, how's it going? Like anything is better than dude. I remember in friend of the show, Jamie called me dude. I even call her out on him. Like, don't ever call me that.
I do know a guy.
It's unbecoming of you.
It's unbecoming of you to say, dude.
Yeah.
It's tough, I think, to find a word or a catchphrase or a buzz way that you greet somebody that becomes like iconic to you.
Yeah. Because you're associated. Yeah, you're that dude guy.
You become the dude guy.
Yeah.
And the dude guy is just like Ashton Kutcher and the Stifler.
Yeah, exactly.
With the car.
Exactly. And what are those guys? And if you had to describe those guys, how would you describe them in one word?
Oh, waste.
Yeah.
He's just a waste. You would hope that they would do better. You hope that one is a banker and the other one's a doctor, but there won't be.
They won't be, yeah.
They're probably exactly where they are right now.
That's just a word you say when you're completely inebriated. Dude. Yeah.
Dude,
even when you're wasted and use that word, I'm like, I don't want to help you.
I don't want to help you get sober.
Yeah, exactly. I want you to drive home in this condition. Like
I want you to hit a post.
Yeah.
No, I don't want you to do any of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, don't do any of that stuff.
But I would like you to just, get
an Uber. Yeah.
Get an Uber and don't call me anymore.
Yeah, get home safe.
Don't be my buddy anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind the word dude, but there are certain things when you hear people say where right away you're like, that guy I don't respect that person the same way I used to.
Yeah.
When I hear somebody say, I seen it.
Yeah, because I not even just the word dude, but there's different ways you can say it. Like you're like, dude. Like, when they say that.
But you hate them all.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to hear the rest of that story.
I saw it in your eyes when you said it. I'm like, oh, you hate every version of it.
Yeah, just like, dude, you got to see this movie. Oh man, dude. I'm like, are you high? No, because you sound like you are.
You sound like you're a stoner.
Yeah.
You sound like you're way out there. The pot debate.
Yeah.
You see that? The Joe Rogan pot debate?
I did not know.
No, I was just it came into my head, so I just said it.
No, I didn't see it.
No, there was a big discussion on that show about marijuana use and should be classified as medicine and blah 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 blah. I don't know. I don't
know. Can Joe Rogan be objective in that kind of case?
He was as objective as I would expect him to be.
Okay.
I think he was. When I watch that, I'm kind of like, I'm surprised that he is in the same headspace that I'm at. I'm not a pot smoker. I don't mind somebody else smoking pot, but I do think that like you shouldn't touch if you're a little kid and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your brain just doesn't form. That's the stance that he took. So maybe I was like a little bit biased. So because I'm on that group, so I kind of like joined into that side of it. But the guy who he had debating who was anti-pot, kind of a schmuck and a very biased, came across as very biased. Again, that could be because he's on that show with two guys who were like not pro pot, but for the investigation of it in medicinal sense, in a medicinal form.
Yeah, like why is it that when you have those people who are the other side when it comes to pot, it's always some fucking it's always a douchebag.
Yeah, man, he wasn't a douchebag, but he definitely engineered his argument.
But if they're gonna have like
by cherry picking data.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they're not gonna be like your typical like. I'd rather have someone on who can have a rational, sober conversation about it. Who maybe used to smoke it but decided not to, and then gave their reasons why they stopped it, and they're in a position where like they can make they can make policy decisions or whatever, or they're the ones who can provide a rational argument saying like why I quit and why I think
it's not good for
why
you.
I think it's not good for you. That you can have that because then you're on common ground. You guys have done it before, and be like that, and then be like, okay, why did you stop?
Yeah, why did you stop smoking?
Yeah, and then you can have that conversation. Whether it's someone who's never done it before, who has
or who has fears of trying it, or who has or biases.
Exactly.
Yeah, towards it.
Like you might be able to have a good conversation with that person, but those people will obviously have like a they might be kind of afraid to like no man, like I'm gonna try that, like that's kind of dumb, like why did you get into it in the first place?
Yeah, like the square.
Yeah, the square.
The straight up square.
Exactly.
That's how I felt with this guy. This guy's very squarish.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, like listening to him and listening to a lot of people who are on that, like I've talked to a bunch of guys who are on that side of debate, parents, friends of family, whatever.
No.
Just because it's one of those things that it comes up in conversation, right? Like, would you do it? I'm like, oh, I tried it. But the whole idea is that the hill you want to die on? Like, is that such a major thing in your head?
Yeah.
That because it's not as harmful as you think it is, or as harmful as you're trying to vilify it when it shouldn't be vilified.
No, because exactly. Because I think especially for that topic, I don't think that should be a topic of winning points.
Yeah,
I think it's more of a topic where you should be asking questions and
trying to open up the discussion on where is it good and where is it bad.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's no because there's certain people you're never going to convince them that smoking weed is like
is okay
yeah. Or there should be like you're never going to change their minds, right?
Yeah.
But so instead of like going back and forth, I think the rational discussion should be just about asking questions.
Yes.
Rather than just being like I
agree with that.
Yeah. So
yeah, I agree with that. I think the problem is a lot of people take it like these days especially. Everybody takes it personally when you disagree with them, or like the debate aspect is kind of gone. It's like I'm going to give you.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, it's totally true.
I'm going to throw out all this rhetoric. I'm going to filibuster until you just cave in, and either you give up and walk away, and then I look like the winner.
Yeah,
and it's almost that kind of came across, like how this guy came across, right? He clearly it's I can't remember his name, Alex something. He had cherry picked his argument to make pot look bad. But he didn't realize the guys who were going to be in the room with him had already read his stuff and had already had an opinion formed on all the data instead of just the data that was cherry picked.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm not going to get too much into that. If anybody wants to watch it, they can go and watch that podcast, the Joe Rogan Pot Debate. But the idea is you're trying to vilify it as it's just entirely bad.
Yeah.
And then it can't be used as a medicine. And to me, in my head, I think to myself, well, it can be used as a medicine. It's been shown to be medicinal. Just bingity. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, we're getting a call in.
Yeah, one of our fans is posting our logo and also listening to our podcast.
Not bad. Okay, that's good to hear. But I get back to
it was Amar.
Yeah, he's AG2.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no.
I'm just kidding.
No.
He's a big fan.
He's a big fan.
Love the guy.
Friend.
Awesome. I'm glad he's enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm glad he's enjoying it.
Yeah,
but
he listens to it while he works out.
Well, that's good to hear.
Excellent.
That's good to hear, man. He's done a very good job getting himself healthy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but to go back to this really quick, it's the whole idea is that it just feels like that shouldn't be the hill you want to die on.
No, not at all.
Instead of learning more about it and trying to get yourself to a place where you can have a rational debate and say that these are the good parts, these are the pros and cons, these are the bad parts. Let's learn more about the pros and let's try to see why the cons are the cons.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't understand that aspect to it. Instead of being like, it's all bad, it's all crap, and this is why. It's bad because it causes this and it causes that and it causes it. And then all of a sudden somebody comes up who has the data, who's done the research, who is a doctor, makes you kind of look like an asshole.
Yeah, I think people are thinking that because their mindset is that if I end up learning something, I'll end up losing the debate, or I'll be losing my position on it, right? But like, no, but I think you should. Because do you want to like isolate yourself from all like the people around you that maybe smoke pot but you don't know?
Yeah, there's that. Yeah. I mean, who knows, right?
Who knows?
I mean, who knows what's going through their head?
That's one facet of it. Like you don't. Yeah, like you're just
There's just something weirdly true believerish about these people.
Yeah.
It's like they just have this idea where, and it goes for both sides too. Like there are guys who are pot smokers, and I know a bunch of guys like that. Not a few. I know like family members and whatnot who are like, no man, this is very good because it comes from the earth and it's great and it does this and it does that. You know, your kids should take this and your kids should do that. I'm like, fucking, you need to go do some serious research because maybe the way you're going about this isn't informed enough.
Yeah.
And you could be doing a little bit more damage than you realize, especially when it comes to kids in pot. The idea that when you're younger, especially between the ages of like, you know, born to 25, birth to 25, it's going to really mess up the way your brain works. Like anything will. But then there's this like hard line stance that are very pro-pot. Like, no, man, it's all good. It comes from the earth. It's like, no, you keep saying that, but you're not giving me any like, nothing outside of being anecdotal. You're not giving me any real research.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
any kind
You know what else comes from the earth? Plutonium.
Plutonium comes to the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uranium? No, uranium gets enriched, right?
Yeah.
No, but
uranium is enriched, yeah.
Uranium is But no, at the same time, like there's all this shit that people just ingest without realizing what it does for you.
Yeah.
And it's detrimental to your health, or your mental health.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem, right? You get those guys who fuel these other guys on the con side who are anti-pod, who are like, you see what I was talking about? It's like, no, you're not looking at the right places.
No, not at all.
You're cherry picking data from idiots.
Yeah. I'd rather have a conversation with someone who's like who's willing to listen rather than like tear whatever I'm going to say down. Yeah. And so because debate is always just exchange of ideas, and it should never be about winning or losing. It's just about like, you know what, just getting your points across. Yeah. And conversation. It shouldn't be. It's a heated conversation. Yeah. But it shouldn't be about taking something personally. Like that's the problem. People take things personally. Yeah. Because talking about obesity, health, right? How now you kind of have to almost like put this disclaimer out there that we're not saying fat people are bad. We're saying obesity is bad for your health. Yeah. You know, and it's like, why do I have to do that? As a guy who used to be bigger than he should have been for a long time, like a realization has got to hit you that like for your own health, you've got to do things to make sure your cardiovascular health is good, to make sure your muscle strength is there. You got to do these things. Otherwise, when you're 40, 50 years old, your bone density is shit and your cardio health is bad, you're going to have problems. Yeah. So it's weird that we have to like have these disclaimers out there and just like, you know, almost like clarify, like pre-clarify or, you know, like pre-screen what we're going to say for somebody so they don't get offended by what we're going to say to them. Yeah, exactly. Not everyone's Larry David, so you can't just say whatever's on your mind. God, Larry David, you wonky bastard. I know. Fucking love that guy. Oh, jeez. I think we kind of hit a bunch of our stuff, pal. I had some stuff about violence and stuff and whatnot, but we can save that for another day. You got anything you got? What you got? What did you have this week? What did I have this week? It might lead into some of the other stuff we're talking about. Let's see here. Oh, dead air. Oh, no, I was thinking that I just saw this before I came here. I can bring this article up, actually. You can. Anything you want to let me know on what you're going to be looking up while I pour myself a glass of tasty, tasty water? Yeah, let's see here. I will have it for you in 2 seconds. Ooh, that's a short amount of time. Oh, Cyberpunk 2077 won't have microtransactions or a Battle Royale mode? Really? Yeah. There has been a bunch of stuff going on with the Epic Store and Metro, the new Metro game. What's the Harebrained Studios or Harebrained Schemes? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Took a bunch of stuff off the Play Store because now Microsoft has got the whole thing. A bunch of really weird shit going on in gaming. Yeah. Let's see here. And also there's a special effects company in Brazil, and they were saying that the movie that the one movie that they're clamoring on, and they've called into studio, they're clamoring that they want to work on it, is Silver Surfer. Really? Yeah. Oh, Marvel. Yeah, they're from Brazil, and I think they're Marvel's visual effects team. And they said they worked on Rise of the Silver Surfer, and they said, they asked him like, yeah, like what we did there was like we tried to do as best as we can. He goes, this is a completely different game. You know, even with that, as much as I hate the Fantastic Four movies, because they were just awful. They're terrible. Silver Surfer was great. He's awesome. Like Lawrence Fishburne's Silver Surfer with that Doug Jones. Doug Jones doing all the stand-in for the suit and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's from the guy from like everything. He's from Watchmen. Yeah, he's Rorschach. No, that's Isn't that him? No. Doug Jones. Is he's from what's it called? He's in Star Trek Discovery right now. He was also in what's that? Preacher, right? Was he in Preacher? He's the guy who owns the meat company.
Nope, you're thinking of Jackie Earl Haley.
Haley, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
that's it.
no,
Yeah.
Doug Jones is a special.
I'm wrong on every aspect.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Just didn't know. That's all.
Yeah.
Doug Jones is the guy who played. He was one of the tall, like silent voice, smiley guys in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's usually a makeup guy.
Oh, okay.
I think he did all. If I'm not wrong, he did all the creature stuff for Abe Sapien. I think. I feel like, but he's like an FX guy.
Okay.
He wears suits and does all the movements and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But he played like the Silver Surfer. He wasn't that jacked though. He's a very skinny dude.
Yeah, I wonder if so they're saying that everyone's amped up to make I'm hearing more and more that people are just amped up to make this movie.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that more than Daniel Radcliffe taking over for Wolverine.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not really gonna happen, but I mean, there's been a lot of art doing it with him doing it.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah,
you're torn, aren't you?
I'm torn. Yeah. There's only I can't think of a guy. I guess the most popular choice would be like Tom Hardy, but that guy's.
I don't know. I mean, like after seeing that one photo, Daniel Radcliffe was all doctored up. It didn't look awful.
Oh, okay.
It didn't look terrible.
Yeah.
There's one that's really shitty. That's clearly just like an artist rendering of what they think it would look like. He's doing some face stuff and like manipulating a photo. There's another one that's photo manipulation, but clearly he was like on set in a gritty day just smoking a cigarette, and he looks very Wolverine.
Oh, that's good. That's fine.
Why not? I mean, like we've had our tough guy Hugh Jackman, who was as good as you could get being a giant.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman is just fucking. He's perfect Wolverine.
He's a perfect Wolverine. I mean, he wasn't the comic version of Wolverine.
No, but
in
exactly.
the height and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But he was the best you're gonna get.
Yeah, he's unbelievable Wolverine.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But I could see them going a different way, and you know,
why not?
Why not? You got a whole new world here. But the problem is, if you screw it up in one movie with Daniel Radcliffe, you're stuck with that guy.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna sign probably a multi-picture deal, and he's gonna be Wolverine for 6 movies.
Yeah.
In the Marvel universe, and people are just gonna be mad the whole time.
That's true. Yeah.
They're not gonna be happy with it. It's like that's the problem. I think Don Cheadle was talking about that, where he said like I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna be Rhodey. I'll be a part of this universe, but you're in it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah. Good luck trying to make other movies.
Good luck trying to make other movies, man.
Yeah.
And what's he really done since Iron Man? Like a big movie since Iron Man, right?
Well, he looks pretty old now too. So like, who the fuck wants to put him in the movie?
You're an ageist.
I know. Oh, I totally am. Yeah.
Yeah. I did finally see Iron Man and the Wasp. I think we mentioned that.
Oh
Did
yeah,
we
that's
mention
right. How was that?
Good. It's a good movie. It was as forgettable as a Marvel sequel could be.
Mm-hmm.
It made really no impact in anything that happened in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
But it was good. I didn't hate it. I watched it. The Wasp there, the Janet Van Dyne, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Really good. The face stuff they're doing these days is phenomenal. What's his name? Michael Douglas. Really good in the Younged Him Down.
Good old Michael Douglas.
Good old Michael Douglas.
Fucking love that guy.
He looked like he was ready to hit the set of Basic Instinct. Like he was looking pretty good in that. The way he looked in that, like the same as the first one.
Yeah.
But again, it really made no impact. I do, and that's where I see your point with a lot of the Marvel movies. They make no impact in the overall story.
No, they don't.
They do nothing.
I don't find it. Yeah, but
what are you gonna do?
Maybe that's gonna be on my tombstone. Hater of Marvel.
That won't be on your tombstone.
Yeah, or maybe a hater of MCU.
Hater of the MCU.
Yeah.
Mine is they told me so.
Yeah.
They told me.
Yeah.
Mine's
gonna be like waited too long for a Silver Surfer movie.
Waited too long for a Silver Surfer movie.
couldn't hack it.
Hater's gonna hate. I was the hater.
Yeah.
That's what you got going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much,
we actually like weirdly enough just talked about this. I think the guys were saying that mine was gonna be like they told me not to, and then an ellipsis, and I did.
Yeah.
Because that's how I'm gonna go out.
I don't know. Yeah. I want to go out like just total blaze of glory.
Yeah, that's a weird concept to think about, right? Like, how do you want to go out? If you're going to go out right now, how's it going to be? I either want to do the whole thing where it's like the skydiving, no parachute. Like, you know, if I had to, I tell you, like, you got to pick a way. It's on Tuesday. You're going out Tuesday. Do something. Renting a plane with money I don't have and going to 30,000 feet and just jumping.
Just jumping?
But in a group. Like, not in a group of people, but into a group. Like, I want to go out and just make a mess. Or, like, do you want to be that guy who, like, not that I'm going to do that, but, like, what would you do? Would you want to be that guy? But for me, personally, I just want to disappear with, like a myth.
Yeah.
I just want to disappear. I want people to talk about that shit. Like, he's just gone. Like, one day he's here and then he's gone.
Yeah.
He's what happened?
I know. I think I told you I did that once.
We just disappeared?
Yeah, I just left.
And people thought you were dead.
No, well, actually, what happened was when I was living in Vancouver,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I'm done. I just I finished working there. I was heading back, and I was like, I didn't tell anyone I was leaving. I just got up and I left.
Just left.
Yeah, packed my car and I just left.
I have a very similar story, but only a couple of people knew I left.
Okay.
In Vancouver, same thing. I had a weird experience there. I just packed my car and hit the road.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that you did that too, man. So for you, it was like you were frustrated at work.
No, it was my work tenure was up, and then I was heading back to because I was doing my one of my practicals after during the summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just
And you just neglected to tell people that you were leaving.
I was leaving my uncle's house, and I told my uncle, I'm like, yeah, I'm just leaving tomorrow.
And that was it.
Yeah, and I said I'm not staying for I don't want to because I know that my cousins would have thrown a party for me or we got together or something.
Oh,
and I
you
said,
were
no,
avoiding all the fanfare.
I said no, I'm just gonna leave. So I didn't. I got up at 5 o'clock. I packed my car and I just took off and came back to Edmonton.
All right then.
Yeah, and I went to, which is weird enough, I actually went to Neil's place that night after I drove for 12 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And I met up with Sandy and everybody, and I went there and I got wasted.
Well, that's a good way to go. That's a good story. That's a very good story.
Remember when Neil used to live in the West End?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, back then.
Went down there. That wasn't too long ago.
That was about 2010 or something like that.
Yeah, that wasn't too long ago at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. I like that. I like the idea of just disappearing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's got to be with mystery and intrigue, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting style.
No, Krusty the Clown style.
Krusty the Clown style, yeah.
The Krusty the Clown style.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I think he's alive.
Yeah, exactly. Living like a fisherman on the boat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name? Rory?
Rory.
Yeah, I want to go out like Rory on a boat. You know what's not going to go out like Rory on a boat? This show, homie.
This show, yep.
This is good. We had our first, we haven't done YouTube in a little bit, so we figured we'll go into that
Yeah.
and do some YouTube stuff and start putting that up there more.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe we'll do a little format change
Sure.
coming up. And now that you've got gear where you are.
Yeah, so so the hardware is there, but logistics we'll figure out later.
We'll figure it out. It's very easy to pull off. Where we're talking about expanding the scope and range of our little show
Exactly.
here. And that's going to happen more this year that we have more time.
Yeah, exactly.
And a few more things are going to go on as well, which we'll do a slow rollout. We're going to go Apple with this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got something else to talk about that too. But for now, I'm just going to cut off the mic because we're done.
Peace.